reason why you should invest in a farm and why the pros outweigh the cons is, one, you automatically get to see life around you. As you can see behind me, cattle are eating. Now that being said, yes, you get to learn about the birds and the bees. You do see life from the start and to the finish. You get to be humbled about it. Not only that, you get to grow your own food and you know where your food's coming from. They're not pumping your meat full of chemicals. You also get farmland to grow your own garden if you want to. Just the pure satisfaction is you get to see your herd grow if you decide to do cattle or do anything agriculture from soybeans or corn or even rice and whatever else is out there. But around this area, corn and soybeans are the main two. Just not your satisfaction, but you're also all your hard work. From maybe you buy them at Mama Cow's and you have your first calf and you get to see your satisfaction of able to take care of that animal and raise it all the way up and be able to get it bred again so you can grow your herd. As you can tell in the videos, in my last videos, we have a real close family bond. I work with my dad, my son works with me. You see a real close family bond. My wife and my mother, they're there to listen. So having a very strong support group is, and you build it together. You may say, well, I don't have a strong support group. You will build it together. Not only that, we have other farmers around here that can relate, or we have questions, we go to them. So don't be afraid to do that. Now, don't go up to that. Don't knock it off. You all might fall down. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, there's cows coming up. Cons of owning the farmland, the cost. Just everything is expensive, from fuel is going to be your big one. Fuel, infrastructure, from the barn behind you to fences to what it's going to need to take care of cattle if you go to cattle rack, or if you go to the agriculture part, which is around here, corn and soybeans in Kentucky, which is even more expensive. I don't even know what a combine or a header or a trailer or a grain cart, any of that costs. So if you do know, post in the comments and let us know. I'd love to hear about it. Next two, we kind of come back to hand in hand, is time and freedom. I have no idea what the old man's doing down there. I don't even know if it picks it up on camera. But your time and your freedom. If you want to go on multiple vacations a year, probably farming is not the best suit. And the reason why I say that is it takes time to look after these girls. You got to cut hay. You can't drop everything at the top on a drop of a pen and just go. That also leads into freedom. Farming does take time. It can take some of your freedom because, like the saying goes, you can only make hay when the sun shines. We can only make hay during a certain season. And I'll get into more of that when hay season comes rolling around next year. But your cost, your time, and your freedom is what you're going to be giving up to becoming a farmer. But like I said, I truly believe the pros outweigh the cons. Let's go talk about, you do want to go farming your way. How do you go about finding farmland, looking for farmland, the cost of farmland? Let's go talk about that, guys. You find farmland, just go online to Google and just type in land for sale, farm for sale near me, or check out your local real estate agent. I'm sure but how I found my farmland is I just was driving the old back country road where I wanted to buy a farm and just was looking around, and I found out what real estate agency were selling farms, and I just contacted them like I said. Don't be afraid to shop around. Look, do your research, check with your local USDA office and get an idea of what the farmland is selling around you. Now that being said, cattle land is going to sell different than agricultural land. It's going to sell higher if there's infrastructure like buildings and if there's water line on there, or there's no fencing or needs all new fencing. Like I bought, needed all new fencing and no water line, no infrastructure other than one old tobacco barn. Look online, shop around, do your research just like you would if you were buying a house. I went online and was looking for farms near me, land for sale. I was trying to get a good understanding of what price range you want. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what type of farming I wanted to do because of my dad. I wanted to be in beef, and we were just trying to grow our operation. But I think my goal was from anywhere from 80 to 100 acres, and I was pretty confident of how much I needed to pay, and it all worked out with my finances. So once I knew that, I started going around and looking at farms. We probably looked at, for the over 2 months, probably, I'm gonna say 5 to 8 farms. And then one day we're coming back from looking at this one farm that I saw online. I cut down this back road leading to my parents' house, and on top of the hill, I was able to find a farm for sale that I did not see. Well, I contacted a real estate agent, was able to set up an appointment, and I just fell in love with the farm. It was, will you be quiet? Jesus! It was about 3 miles from my dad's farm, which worked out great for our farming operation for beef. I put in an offer, and long story short, 5 years later, I've been owning farmland. And then, probably 3 years after buying the first 90, I was able to pick up about 27 and a half more acres that was right connected onto the farm. That's my story. Let me know in the comment down below if you're all buying farmland, interested in farmland, or if you got any questions. So in summary, the pros of owning farmland, investing in farmland, outweigh the cons. Yes, it is scary. It is going to be your biggest purchase ever. Probably more expensive than your house. And it takes money, but it outweighs it. I mean, the pros are way better than the cons in my opinion. Do your planning and your research. That way you know what you're getting into, and have a farm plan established. And the most important thing that I think I could tell you all before I end this is have confidence in yourself. And you will make mistakes. Learn from them, grow, and move on. But guys, thanks for watching DKM Farms. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and watch one of my other videos that should be pointing up right in between us. See you on the next one.